All right, so let's do another game. This time I'm going to right click on the assets folder. I'm going to go to create, and I'm going to make another folder and just call it games. And out here we have all of our Pong stuff, but inside, and eventually we'll just kind of transfer all that inside of here. But right now I'm going to create another folder inside of here and just call this Space Invaders. And then inside here we'll have a folder and just call this scripts. Sometimes if you'll probably have a folder called mini games, then you'd have all of your scripts in one folder. We're just kind of like breaking these off into their own thing instead of making new projects. But if you ever wanted to make like a game library, or if you had like a game with a ton of mini games that your players would play together, you'd handle the folder structure a little differently, but it doesn't really matter at this point. We're just learning to script, and it's not going to set you that bad. That it's not going to set you back at all with this folder structure. So we're going to be doing a lot of the similar coding, but we're going to be just learning. Again, this is about game experience design. So we're learning and looking at different games as we code them. So in here, we're going to create the same thing as before, and we're going to create a game manager. So I'm going to call this SI for Space Invaders _ and then just game manager. And this is going to control all of the logic that goes into our game. Okay, before I forget to, let's just save this scene. And I'm just going to save it in the same Space Invaders folder as Space Invaders. And let's create two more scripts. Just while we're here, let's create a C# script called UI Manager. And let's create another script called Countdown Timer. And let's go ahead and open up our game manager script. And within it, we're going to add a couple fields that are going to control our game. And also, let's create a game manager in our screen, in our scene. So I have one here already, but let me go ahead and delete this to show you how I did that. But just right click, create an empty game object and call this game manager. And then attach your game manager script to that, and then create another empty game object and just call this UI manager. And for this one, I think I want to just attach, just for now, we might move the countdown timer off. The UI manager here it could not be found. Let me delete these. Whenever it does that, there's something weird with the way the script was created. So I'm going to right click on this, create C# script, UI manager. Hopefully, it looks like the names are the same. There's no weird spacing, so let's try dragging that on. Maybe it's my game manager. Let's take a look if this is giving me any errors. Oh, you know what it is? I'm making this in the exact same folder, and I have a UI manager. So let me delete this. Okay, so I understand. I know what the problem is. You can't have two scripts with the same name, and I forgot that I'm still working in the Pong. Forgive me, I'm a little tired. So anyway, create a C# script. I'm going to name this SI for Space Invaders UI Manager, like that. And then I should be able to drag that on here, and then create a C# script called SI _ countdown timer. And now that should give me access, because I have both scripts on here, and I want to copy. I'm going to drag this into my, and actually let's go ahead and make a UI canvas here. And for now, I'm going to name this, just make a new canvas. And then on this canvas, we'll call this, we'll create a TextMesh Pro text field, and we'll call this countdown timer text. Actually, we could probably just remove this from here and just drag it on here. And then let's see what else. Do we need we have our UI manager, we have a countdown timer. So this is going to be, we could eventually just kind of put this up here or something.